In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on June 4th, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. St. Louis Cardinals versus Chicago Cubs. The St. Louis Cardinals play the second game of a doubleheader on Saturday at Wrigley Field against National League Central rival the Chicago Cubs. St. Louis was defeated by the Chicago Cubs 7-5 on Thursday in the opening game of a 5-game series between the two. The loss snapped a 3-game winning streak for the Cardinals, but St. Louis has won 5 of the last 7. St. Louis, with a record of 29-22, is alone in second place in the National League Central, trailing the front-running Milwaukee Brewers by 3 games. St. Louis has 5 pitchers on its injury list, as well as position players Dylan Carlson and Tyler O'Neill. With its 2-run victory over St. Louis in the first game of their series on Thursday, the Chicago Cubs have won 3 straight, after winning the final 2 games of a 4-game series with the Milwaukee Brewers. In Thursday's victory over St. Louis, Frank Schwindel, Wilson Contreras, and Ian Happ each hit home runs for the Cubs. The Cubs have scored 19 runs during their 3-game winning streak. Chicago is 22-29 and 4th in the National League Central, 10 games behind front-running Milwaukee. Chicago has 9 pitchers on its injury report, as well as position players David Bote, Michael Hermosillo, Seiya Suzuki, and Jonathan Villar. The St. Louis Cardinals have performed well both at the plate and on the mound. The Cardinals have the 13th best team ERA at 3.77 and are holding opposing hitters to an average of .241 at the plate, which is 16th. In contrast, Chicago pitching is allowing opposing hitters to average .243 at the plate, which is 18th, and the Cubs have a team ERA of 4.2, which is 23rd. St. Louis thrives on National League Central opponents, winning 24 of the last 34, while Chicago has struggled of late against National League Central opponents, losing each of the last 4 in that situation. The Cubs have also lost 5 of the last 6 overall, while St. Louis has won 5 of its last 7. The top 2 hitters for St. Louis, Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado, have combined for 31 doubles, 21 home runs, and 80 RBI. The Cardinals have won 7 of the last 10 overall against Chicago and 5 of the last 6 played at Wrigley Field. So the St. Louis Cardinals money line is our full game side pick. The total has finished over in 4 of the last 5 games that St. Louis has played in Chicago. The total has also finished over in 4 out of the last 6 games that St. Louis has played on the road, and in 10 of the last 14 games that Chicago has played overall. The Cubs are 23rd in team ERA at 4.2 and 11th in runs scored. St. Louis is tied for 6th in runs scored with 242. These teams have both been outperforming expectations at the plate through the first few months of the season. Chicago has cashed the over in 10 of its last 14 games, including 6 of its last 8 home games. The Cardinals have gone over in 5 of their last 7 road games. They are coming off a huge day at the Dish on Friday and could be facing a pitcher who is making his MLB debut. Doubleheaders are always difficult for managers to deal with, which can lead to high-scoring games. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Braves versus Colorado Rockies. The Atlanta Braves and Colorado Rockies continue their 4-game series this weekend on Saturday in Colorado. The Braves continue to try and regroup from a slow start and keep the red-hot Mets from running away with the National League East Division. For the Rockies, they need to piece together wins in order to have any shot of cracking the talent-rich top 3 teams in the National League West Division. The pitching matchup on Saturday night will be rookie right-hander Spencer Strider of the Braves against veteran lefty Kyle Freeland of the Rockies. Colorado has struggled, losing 17 of the last 24 overall, and when the Rockies face a team from the National League East, Colorado has lost 13 of the last 19. Colorado starting pitcher Kyle Freeland was roughed up last time out, allowing 7 hits and 5 runs in 5 2/3 innings with 2 strikeouts, but 4 walks. The Rockies were defeated 6-5 in that game. Over the last 4 starts, Freeland has allowed 3 runs or more 3 times, including 6 runs in one game and 5 in another. Colorado has the next to last team ERA at 5.34, and opposing hitters hit Colorado pitching better than any other team in MLB with an average of .285 at the plate against Rockies hurlers. Both starters need a good bounce-back effort, though Strider gave up 5 earned on 4 hits and 2 walks in 4.1 innings versus the Diamondbacks his last time up. As for Freeland, he surrendered 5 earned on 7 hits and 4 walks in 5.2 innings against Washington in his last start, so the Atlanta Braves money line is our full game side pick. In 5 out of Freeland's last 8 starts, the Rockies have played to the over. In addition, Freeland has given up over 6 runs per game in his home starts. Heading into Friday night's game, the Rockies' opposition has scored double-digit runs in each of the last 3 games played at Coors Field. The Rockies are 9-4 to the over in their last 13 home games. The Braves are 7-4 to the over in their last 11 games overall. The Braves are hitting over .300 in their last 10 games in addition to scoring 13 runs in the first game of this series. Colorado starting pitcher Kyle Freeland has a 4.96 ERA, and the total has finished over in 3 of the left-handers' last 4 starts. Atlanta starting pitcher Spencer Strider has a 3.45 ERA, and the total has finished over in 3 of the right-handers' last 4 starts. The total has finished over in 19 of the Braves' last 30 and in 10 of Colorado's last 14 played at home. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus Los Angeles Dodgers. The Los Angeles Dodgers play host to the New York Mets on Saturday night from Dodger Stadium in the 3rd game of the weekend series between the two sides. The Dodgers haven't wasted any time, at least clinch a share of the weekend series, snagging 2 wins across the first 2 games between divisional leaders. Last season, the Dodgers won all but one of the 7 matchups between the two sides, and with confidence and momentum certainly on their side in this one, it'll be interesting to see how the Mets respond. The Dodgers remain the favorite, but with how this New York team has handled themselves this season, there's no reason to think that they won't find a way to at least make things interesting on Saturday. New York is 8-2 in their last 10 game 3 matchups and 17-37 in their last 54 games as an underdog, while the over is 5-1 in their last 6 games against a team with a winning record. Los Angeles is 44-13 in their last 57 home games and 6-2 in their last 8 games against the National League East, while the over is 9-2 in their last 13 games as a home favorite. I think Walker Buehler's the better arm with the better lineup behind him, but don't sleep on David Peterson and the Mets lineup. Sure, New York came out a bit flat on Friday, but I expect a bit of a response on Saturday. Buehler struggled a bit in his last game, giving up 4 runs, and the Mets will break out of their slump. The Mets have won the last 5 games by Peterson, and he will be good again in this game. Peterson sits with an ERA of 3.03, so the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. While both offenses have been the talk of baseball this season, the pitchers will be on full display on Saturday night. The Mets will throw out Peterson, who has been an elusive lefty on the season, with a 3.03 ERA and a WHIP at 1.18. He should be able to navigate a Los Angeles offense that has seemed to do enough to win this season, but not enough to blow out top-end opponents. For the Dodgers, Buehler continues to be elite atop the rotation, and with a 3.22 ERA himself, and a Mets lineup that has struggled on the road, he is likely to keep them quiet. Additionally, for the Dodgers, the under is 4-0 in their last 4 games after scoring 5 runs or more in their previous game, and is 6-1 in the last 7 meetings between the two teams in Los Angeles. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.